Hello, this is Dinah Lane from the Harwich channel, and I'm joined today by Kelly Barber from the Community Preservation Committee. And hi, Kelly.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well.
Great. So I know we're going to talk about an upcoming meeting, but first, can we talk a little bit about what the committee does? I think it's important for everyone in the community to understand what the Community Preservation Committee is designed to do.
Great. So the Community Preservation Committee helps to vet projects proposed for our community to be funded through funds supplied through the Community Preservation Act. And so those funds come from a portion of our property tax dollars. There's a 3% line item in our property taxes, but there's also some support that comes from the state as well. And so we have usually a couple $1 million to work with every year, and the projects that typically come to us that the Community Preservation Act supports are support open space protection, recreation, historic preservation, and housing. Yes, affordable housing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we have a public meeting coming up to help propose some of these projects. But our role as a committee is to do a good job of vetting the proposals that come in to make sure that the community's tax dollars are going to be applied well, that falls under that act. And then we make a recommendation to town meeting. And thankfully this year, all of our recommendations were approved thanks to you as voters.
Yes, the town meeting approved that recently. Yes, great. Can you talk a little bit about who is on the committee, to just what representatives of the community are already on the committee who are making these decisions?
Yes, so the committee is comprised of representatives from each of those focus areas. So we have members from open space, so like land acquisition, and recreation, conservation, housing, and historic. And we have 2 select board appointees as well, which I am one of them.
Okay, great. So tell us more about this meeting, this upcoming meeting.
So the public meeting coming up is on Thursday, June 13th, and at 6 p.m. at the Don B. Griffin Room at Town Hall. And it's a great opportunity to come and talk about a project that you already have planned that you're seeking CPA funding for. And that application is due at the beginning of October. You can see all of that information on the CPC website off of the Harwich website. But it's also a great opportunity to, if you have a project in mind that falls within those focus areas, to bring it to the board and see, have a discussion with us and see what we think of for merit of the project. So any sort of ideas like that, but there's a lot of good resources on the CPC website. You can see previously funded projects, you can see the application, you can see all the different focus areas, and more information related to the act and what may kind of govern a proposal and what we may be looking for and questions we may ask when vetting.
That's great. And the community preservation website is where? How can people access that?
So it's through our Harwich town website, and you can go under one of the tabs for committees, and we're under the Community Preservation Committee.
So this meeting on June 13th at 6 o'clock at the Don B. Griffin Room, is that right?
Correct.
Yes. That will be an opportunity for people to talk in real time about their ideas and proposals, potential proposals, and get some feedback from the committee.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a great opportunity for people to engage with this committee and get a sense of whether their ideas will go anywhere, right?
Yep, absolutely. It's the purpose of this whole program is really for your tax dollars to help feed our community back, not only for our residents but also our visitors, and support our local economy and preserve what makes Harwich Harwich.
Yeah, it's a real community input opportunity. So it's great to hear about that, and thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about it.
Great. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. This is Dinah Lane from the Harwich channel. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Okay,
Great.
good job.
Is that all right?